That is never gonna be in the cut.
I'm a father to two beautiful daughters. I'm also a husband, a son, a cyclist, a citizen.
Let's go.
Every day, we create mountains of trash.
All the materials in the world, 90% of it ends up in some form of waste stream.
No one had ever thought of temple waste as a source of pollution.
Maybe we need to rethink how we define waste.
There are no limits to what we can recycle. We just haven't figured out how to use it.
There's no waste in nature, right? It takes care of itself.
And treat our trash as an untapped resource.
We turn a huge environmental problem into resources.
This changes the narrative.
I'm Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, and this is An Optimist's Guide to the Planet.
Yeah. Look how. Did you see the grin on his face? Oh yeah, you're such a sucker. All right, you cheat me.
I want to say stick to the darker green surface.
Okay.
That's like my go-to tip.
That is never gonna be in the cut. God. See how we got this problem here? Oh my God.
In Denmark, 65% of all waste is recycled, including 92% of all bottles and cans. But even the most advanced recycling can't get rid of everything. So what do you do with those leftovers? In Copenhagen, they come here, to Amagerbakke, or CopenHill, a massive incinerator in the middle of the city, which apparently has a ski slope on top.
Jeg har en følelse af, at det er det forkerte sted, man tager cykel med. Det er ikke hjemme.
Hej.
Nikolaj.
Velkommen til. Jakob hedder jeg.
Jakob. Sune.
Stil din cykel herovre op ad tanken. We need to do this in English.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yes.
All right, we'll do this in English. That's true.
Excellent.
I've always wanted to come here.
Yeah, I think it is the most advanced incinerator in the world. And of course, we recycle and reuse as much as possible, but we need to have a facility that deals with the residual part. So what we see in the beginning here is a crane that will put all the garbage into the chute and into the furnaces. Every day we get about 2,000 tons of waste.
2,000 tons. Okay, so this is all joystick operated? Nå, hvad gør den?
Den der, den løfter grabben.
Okay. Ja.
Og den her, og så når du så trækker herind af, så lukker den grabben.
Okay. Og du siger, er det så godt her, eller skal jeg længere hen? Oh no, wait, no, sorry. You have to make sure that you get the teddy bear before you go up.
Yeah.
Come on!
Så kan du se derovre.
Kan du se, du har 13 tons.
13 tons.
It's right. 13 tons. So you mix all this, and then when you've mixed it, then what happens?
Then you take it over the side. You see where there's kind of curtains of plastics out there.
Oh yeah, up there.
And that's the top of the chute.
Oh, so that's actually the incinerator. What would you pick from here that would be okay to put up there?
I don't think you should put it up there. Let him do that.
All right. Finn, can you do it?
That scoopful there is about 6 tons, and that 6 tons he will put into the furnaces, and that will produce enough heat and electricity for 10 households' annual need.
How much do you cover of Copenhagen?
On an annual basis, it's about 17% of all the need in Copenhagen. Yeah, let's go and have a look in the furnaces.
That is the furnace.
This is where you burn the waste.
Can we go inside?
Yeah, we can go inside and have a look. That's the bottom of the chute. It comes in here.
Yeah.
And this room will be more than 850 degrees. And when the waste then comes in here, then of course it ignites. And all these pipes on the walls, there's water in it. Well, you can say that we heat up the amount of water that is in 16 Olympic-sized swimming pools every day.
Every day.
From 0 to 100 degrees.
100 degrees. For everyone.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
All right. Let them work. This is the other line, and it's running. So have a look from down and go up.
oh, that's like a nightmare.
We need to rethink waste and what to do with it. What sets this incinerator apart is that it's only the first step in a much larger process that radically reconsiders what trash is. CopenHill is not only creating heat, but turning all of its byproducts into resources, even the ashes.
It's so hot that the trash comes down, it starts
ignites.
burning.
Yeah, it starts burning. You have the slope, and then it starts burning here, and gravity will just slowly move it down.
And
the
then
grid.
at the bottom, it's just
And the
ash.
bottom ash is just ash.
And then you collect that.
We collect that.
But
and
ash is not just ash, though, is it?
No, because you have a lot of metal in the bottom ash, and we actually sort that out
Okay.
to be able to recycle it. And then the gravel part of the bottom ash is actually used for road construction.
Okay.
So all this is recycled.
We use everything.
Yeah, we use everything.
It's clear that CopenHill is incredibly efficient, but where there's fire, there's also smoke.
Whenever you burn something, you burn plastics or whatever, you have dioxins coming out. It's really bad for you, causes cancer. This facility is designed to take out all the dioxins.
And it does.
And it does. All this is actually to clean the smoke, to clean the flue gas. And the machinery works really well. There's less dioxins coming out of the stacks than what you can measure down in the parking lot. What comes out of the stack is just water vapor and CO2. So we don't emit any toxic gases. But the CO2 still comes out. Because when you burn a ton of waste, the rule of thumb is that then you emit actually 1 ton of CO2.
That means CopenHill emits over 500,000 tons of CO2 annually. About the same as 110,000 cars. Can this facility also close the loop on CO2?
This is what we call a demonstration plant. And this is catching the CO2.
Hi.
Hi, Nikolaj.
Hi. Peter. So I'm going to do this in English. Is that okay?
Sure, no problem.
Are you the brain behind this?
I'm not brain behind this, but I am the operator.
You're the operator?
Yeah.
Okay, so how does this work?
So the flue gas goes up, and we wash it with a special solvent.
Yeah.
And this liquid is it's a chemical, and it bonds the CO2, liquefying it. The storage tank is outside.
Oh.
And that's where the second part of the capture process happens. So this is the liquefaction unit. We can have 40 tons of liquid CO2 in this tank here on site. I have a valve here in the bottom where I can take out some liquid CO2 for testing. We've tried out. It looks a little bit violent. It's violent because inside this tank we have 18 bars of pressure.
Where's it safe to be?
So it's safe to be behind these bollards. It's safe for me because I have these gloves.
Those gloves are enough.
Yeah, I have 2 pairs. So this is the liquid CO2 that comes out of the tank. I use this cloth bag. So that allows some of the CO2 to escape while the liquid gets caught as a solid. Now we have some dry ice in here, and and please do be careful. It's,
I will be careful.
It's minus 80 degrees.
Oh wow!
And if you pick it up without gloves, you could get serious cold burns. It's good enough for use in foodstuff, in chemical processes. We have our liquid CO2 pump here for filling the trucks. So we have been offloading CO2 every other week.
Do you ever think about how important it is for this to succeed, carbon capture at source?
It's essential to pick up this CO2 and to use it for better purposes. It's a gift that we can actually utilize this technology. It's a dream come true.
Are you confident that we, through innovation, can solve these massive challenges we have?
It's very difficult. I guess what keeps me going is the people I have around me. who also think it's difficult, but who do a way better job than I can. So I better, step up and do my part as well.
Currently, the plant captures 4 tons of CO2 every day and turns it from a pollutant into a product. That's less than 1% of its annual emissions, but they have lofty goals that would offset almost their entire carbon footprint.
Well, I can see you guys are confident. You have a whole banner. We will save the climate 500,000 tons of CO2 yearly.
Yeah.
The question then, of course, is from what year?
I think we will be able to establish it in 2030.
You will then have a model of a waste-to-power energy plant that has no negative environmental impact.
That is correct. If we didn't produce waste, then, we will close this facility down. But you and I, we produce waste every day. Of course, I hope that one day, no waste at all, finish business, go home. But I think overall, we turn a huge environmental problem into resources, heat, electricity, CO2, metals that can be recycled. So we see that the whole value chain works.
Now, why the hell was it necessary to then put a ski hill on top of everything?
That's a very good question. It was actually investigated that we should put it on the outskirts of the city. But if we were to put it there, then we had to build connection pipelines for the district heating and electricity. And the city thought, okay, we'll have the plant here, but we need to have an inclusive plant where you welcome people instead of keeping people out.
Sure.
Of course, Amager is flat as a pancake.
It is.
So, of course, an architect thinks, Amager needs a hill, a mountain.
We need a mountain.
And then a ski mountain.
I sent out a text to all my friends and family to say, listen, come to CopenHill. And they all showed up.
Yeah, the whole family.
They all wrote me back saying, that sounds great. We're gonna be there. And then today I was just getting, it looks like rain. I got a sore foot, my toe is hurting, all that bullshit. But they showed up.
Came.
This is my sister, daughter, and my niece, Helena, and the soon-to-be Isaac. Well, it is Isaac, but you can't see him now. He's gonna be the first boy in our family since I was born.
Yeah. So he will be very special.
Very special.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What do you think about this place?
I think it's amazing. I haven't been here before. But I would never go down there, ever.
You could walk down.
No.
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 I love the idea that you can do something like this in the middle of Copenhagen. It is usually, you will have your landfills, you'll have your waste facilities away from residential areas because it pollutes a lot. But most importantly, we're building these massive things. Let's make sure to remember the people who live here, the people we make it for.
Vi ses, Nikolaj. Ja. Vi ses på Rød. Ja.
Ha det godt.
The team at CopenHill proves that a lot of what we throw away can be recirculated and recycled into valuable resources. By rethinking what waste really means, we can make it work for us and harness its untapped potential.
It's a funny thing because you realize the more we've done this and the more we learn is that there is no such thing as waste. It's just we just haven't figured out how to use it. It's all resources. There's just certain things that we find very difficult to recycle or to reuse, so we just dump them in a landfill. Hey, Guy, how many tons ends up in landfill every year from construction waste?
156 million tons of construction waste ends up in landfills each year. That's a huge amount.
That's a huge amount. Well, actually, when I meet a lady who's been working in construction for, I think, 30 years, Then she realized we don't have to do that. We can use fungi and we can turn it into another building material. Fungi is everywhere, and it's breaking everything down so it can be reused. When we go to a forest, we see all these decaying trees, we see everything rotting. It's organic waste, and then we see it like being broken down, and we don't think of that as being kind of unusual or amazing. But I've never really thought of a fungi as something you could apply when it comes to modern waste management. Hey.
Welcome to the woods.
Thank you. Where are we now?
We are in Palos Park. So this is Cook County outside of Chicago.
So what is fungi?
Fungi are mushrooms. So fungi is the entire body. The mushroom is the fruit, and then the mycelium is the root. All of that makes up the fungi. So the root structures, the mycelium, we're standing on them now. They grow for miles and miles under our feet.
They connect all the trees.
They connect all the trees.
And am I too much in the sci-fi world, or is it true that we also believe that they communicate?
They communicate, so they can have a mutualistic and symbiotic relationship where they give and take to each other.
What do you find exciting about fungi?
Honestly, this concept of no waste in nature, how it can clean things up.
Yeah.
It can recycle and degrade organic materials.
This tree fell sometime, and now it's basically being broken down by fungi, and the fungi will then be inside now already.
They're already in there. So what it does, it digests like you and I do. So this becomes food for all the plants around us.
You just see, I just got curious to see what...
See, look.
All these strings.
That is mycelium.
Mycelium.
The root structure of fungi.
Oh, I can already hear the soundtrack. It's gonna be great here. This piece of wood will be gone in a year or two, right?
Yeah.
Fungi is turning all this into nutrients, fuel for the next generation, the next generation. A never-ending loop.
It's a circle of life. Just to take it a step further, what a lot of people don't recognize, the vital role of this, is their ability to process carbon.
What's the mycelium on the leaves? That's different from the one on the log, right?
No, it can grow through the leaves too. It'll feed off of that. So anything that's got a carbon source to it, it seeks. That's what it wants to eat. But the mycelium doesn't just eat the carbon source. In the process of digesting the carbon, the mycelium transforms it into something new. But those roots, that's what becomes a new material, a biomaterial. The cell walls are made of chitin, which is a naturally occurring biopolymer. And that's an amazing material. It's a building block for so many things in nature.
And that's what inspired you, right?
Yeah, so I was wondering, if the mycelium wants to eat carbon in the forest, can it also eat and process man-made products that contain carbon? I mean, I spent decades working for a manufacturer of bitumen, so roofing products. As a sustainability director, we were sending it to landfill and incineration. We could never get rid of that waste. When I left that, I took a course in permaculture design.
Sure.
And that's where I learned about fungi. And it got me thinking, carbon. This is exactly what we have in our industrial products. So if you put it on your roof shingles or you put it on insulation products, it will grow through and basically creates a new material.
What you guys are doing with your company is saying maybe we can use mycelium to break down construction waste that we don't know how to break down. Is that correct?
100%. But that's not all. As the mycelium is eating the construction waste, it does the same thing it does in a forest. It creates a biopolymer. And that biopolymer can be harvested and can be turned into a plastic replacement.
That's incredible.
All the materials in the world that we make, 90% of it ends up in some form of waste stream. So we should just mind the waste, right? I think we could use fungi to mine those materials that we've already created and stop creating new materials. That's my big goal.
I can't wait to see what you do in the lab.
I can't wait to show you. The team's very excited.
Is there stuff that I can do in the lab?
Yeah.
Can I get my hands dirty?
You can get your hands dirty. You're gonna have fun.
So what do you want me to do with that?
Was to see if this is something they can actually break down. This would otherwise go to a landfill. The big question is, do they name the fungi? The fungi. If you take that thing, this insulation, now for now, you don't know if this can be broken down. It seems quite impossible, to be honest.
Why?
Well, because it is these different things. You have, obviously there's some glue in there, I guess but you have the aluminum, and I'm just going, how is that ever gonna be? You can't.
So the aluminum, that just becomes part of the composition.
What you're saying, you shred this into little pieces.
Yep.
And that's what you feed.
That's what we feed the fungi.
And then aluminum will then be part of the end product.
Yeah. Yeah.
And why do you do that?
We do that across the street.
What's the smell?
That's the smell of mushrooms. So this is our lab space.
Hi.
This is Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Nice to meet you. I'm Wendy.
Nikolaj. Hello.
Hi,
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm going to give you this. We're going to do a little material intake, then I'll check back in on it later. So Wendy is our director of operations.
Oh.
I call this her queendom. So she...
The queendom?
Yeah, she runs every aspect of it.
Please tell me what...
Get you started. We're going to have Lillian here to learn more about what's happening.
So what are you doing?
So I use a dissection microscope to kind of look at the mushroom up close. If you want to see it growing on carpet, I think this one's a pretty
This
good
is the
sample.
carpet.
And that's what we're processing through the facility today. So it'll be nice to put these pieces end to end for you.
So what is it that the mushroom will then eventually do? It's eating through this, then what happens?
The mushroom kind of wraps its mycelium around the carpet, and you see it kind of growing through there. It's a little bit hard to tell between the carpet and the mushroom, but it's the more finer kind of spiderwebby looking things.
Oh, wow. Oh, so the fine stuff is the mycelium?
The mycelium.
Mycelium. But now it becomes this composite. And so we might get that best property of what was carpet and the mycelium together.
And that kind of in itself, that combination creates a new material that you can then use.
It will culminate in a new material. This helps the industry recycle.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's start at the beginning. Picking the perfect mushroom and growing a lot of it.
So how we start our process off is we have a culture that's grown up on a petri dish.
Okay, when you say culture.
So the mushroom. So it doesn't look like the mushrooms you see in a restaurant or a store. Definitely not like what we eat.
It looks more like something you find in the forest, right?
Correct, yeah. And so Rebecca's going to take these and then transfer this into some nutrients.
Do you want to do this?
Sure.
Perfect. You need gloves first. Everything that goes in here needs to be sprayed so we don't contaminate all of it. You too? Yep. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
And then we'll open the plate.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
If you need help, I got you.
No. Well, maybe.
Put that in, just stab it in near the edge.
Okay.
And then tip it a little bit, scoop up your piece, put it over your flask, and press. Ta-da! There's our friend, Mike 1.
Did you say Mike?
Yeah.
I'm guessing now, but when this grows, will it then grow like this into
Actually,
you can see
it over here.
Shaker.
Ah.
It'll just kind of in there. It's a little tight.
Just don't break anything.
You're fine. You won't break it.
We want to allow it the opportunity to breathe and grow, to give it all the nutrition that it needs, except for one thing, and that is carbon. And so then when it gets on something that is a carbon source, it's hungry for it.
After 4 to 6 days immersed in the nutrient solution, the tiny fungi sample explodes in growth.
This is the mushroom. Pretty solid.
That is pretty solid.
Misshapen.
Ready to devour a fresh batch of construction waste.
This is the carpet. Right now, we're receiving just shredded carpet. So this has come from a construction site where they've pulled it out of a building.
You don't want to think what happened on these carpets.
You're wearing gloves.
But then what happens then with this?
We actually use this mixer up here.
It's gonna get thrown into the mixer and get blended.
This is the mushrooms. Dump this straight in there.
Oh, thank you.
So what we're trying to do when we mix these products is to get as much mycelium in contact with the waste material so it can grow through it, and then this will go into bins where it'll go into incubation.
About 7 to 14 days later.
Okay. Oh! Can I?
Dig in,
yeah,
yep,
you can
dig in. The carpet threads
Yeah.
still in here.
Because it's still very wet.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's very wet.
It's digesting the carpet. It's a very cool and magnificent process. We see this pretty commonly across all the materials we treat, Nikolaj. So if it's rubber, if it's insulation, it's the same process that we undertake.
It looks like a birthday cake.
Yes.
So the white on top, it's not frosting. It's the,
That is mycelium.
and then all
the white.
the root system, it just goes into it.
Yep.
So this is now carpet and mycelium composite.
This is so fascinating. So basically this becomes a new product in
Yep.
a way.
So we'll take this and we'll process it further. Put it back through that mixer. From there, it gets broken up and then placed onto trays.
So we'll take some of the materials over to our commercial dehydrator. So this is where they come to die. This is kind of the kill step.
It's starting to dry out, a
Very
little steamy. It'll take about anywhere between 6 to 12, sometimes
Hours.
14 hours to do this.
If I then gonna buy something and I'm just going, okay, how are we sure that it's dead when it comes out of this? Are we sure that it's not gonna, you add some water and then it'll come back to life?
Right. We have a quality control station. They take every batch and they sample the percentage of moisture in order to make sure that it's inert, it won't be reactive to anything.
So
From here, it comes out of the dehydrator all nice and crispy. I can show you what it looks like. So we'll take this and we'll process it further after this to get it down to our finished goods.
So it's going to be made into this.
This is recycled carpets.
This is from carpet and mycelium. This is replacing polypropylene.
So this would normally be made out of plastic.
Yeah.
This is just different colors.
This is different colors so that we can meet the specifications of the customers.
If you told me that this was plastic, I would go, yeah, this is plastic.
So this is from rubber and mycelium. That's our product in there.
Incredible.
Some of these products are automotive bumpers and dash components. They're lighter weight. They offer greater impact resistance. So this is...
So you're saying it's better than plastic?
Yeah, it's better than plastic.
And you're not using new resources, you're reusing.
Exactly.
Question, of course, for any buyer would be, why should I make the switch?
Well, we're cost competitive and we're outperforming.
So you are cost competitive?
We are.
Because I would assume this would be twice or 3 times or 4 times the cost.
I think that assumption is made a lot of times for companies my size, and that's just not true. Over the next 9 to 18 months of scaling, we'll even reduce the cost of manufacturing by 70%, which will allow us to play in a huge arena.
So this is what we brought back?
Yep.
And
So
it's
they
been
just
cut into...
broke up, yep.
I see the aluminum, I see all of it.
Yep.
And I know you were talking initially about like the aluminum in here, and that just becomes part of the composition.
In a funny way, you could almost make it even stronger.
That's the whole idea, is that we take the best properties of whatever that waste product was. It really is an elegant solution because there's no waste in nature, right? It takes care of itself. And that's ultimately our guiding star.
We use this word waste all the time. It kind of gets in the way because it's not waste.
It's not
just
waste,
it's just
it's
resources.
feedstock. Yeah,
it's resources. We just haven't been able to use it.
Possibilities are endless.
This is so new, the idea of using fungi. Actually, there are no limits to what we can reuse, what we can like recycle. How do we break it down to the basic components? And then once you have that, you can then use it for anything. What else can we learn from nature? Because the truth is, we really need all the help we can get.
Mycocycle transforms waste that would otherwise stay in a landfill forever. But it's one thing to fix what's in plain sight. Some of our most sacred traditions are creating massive amounts of waste too. And they're among the hardest to rethink.
Ankit?
Hi, Nikolaj.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. What are you doing here?
So this is a temple. That's Lord Shiva. So I'm just worshipping him and praying for a good day today.
Okay.
What about you? You've had breakfast or no?
I did have breakfast, and a good day would be great.
So we are at the ghats of the river Ganges. It has a lot of religious significance. Come, let me show you. Watch your step.
Wow.
So this is
the
river Ganges. This is the second largest river in the world, and this is the lifeline of the Hindu civilization. More than 420 million people depend on this river for their farming, for the water supplies, for fishing, for bathing. This river is not just a river, this is considered as a goddess. So we Indians worship the river. It is so entrenched or entangled in our lives.
They're swimming here.
So they're not swimming,
Well,
they're actually...
they're bathing.
Yeah, they're bathing, they're taking a dip in the water because it said once you take a dip in the water, all your sins get removed. So that is how holy the river water is. You can bathe in it, you can take a dip in the water, but I wouldn't advise drinking the water. As industrial revolution has come up, pollutants were dumped in the river Ganges. A lot of pesticides, farm runoffs, all those mixes with the river water, then finally leaches into the groundwater, causing irreversible damages. And there's a refuse from tanneries, open defecation, fecal sludge. So about 10 years back, I have a friend, he was visiting, so I brought my friend to these ghats over here. And the water was very dirty. It was like dark, pitch, like gray. You wouldn't even want to touch it. And he then, out of the blue, said, why don't you do something about it? And I started laughing. I was like, dude, this is the river Ganges. This is the second largest river in the world. I can't do anything. How can I do something about it? The moment I said this, a nearby temple dumped a vehicle full of flowers in the water. No one had ever thought of temple waste as a source of pollution. Us Hindus, we go to temples and we worship, and we offer nature in its purest form, that is flowers, to our gods. Flowers, once they've been offered, they become sacred, and they cannot be dumped into dustbins. So to respect their sanctity, these are dumped into water bodies like the river Ganges. And then I thought that someone needs to do something about this. Incense sticks are ubiquitous in Indian homes. And I felt, why can't we make incenses from flowers? What we do now is we collect these flowers and then we convert them into the world's first charcoal-free incense sticks.
No, I'm good, but thank you. Obviously, you're not going to solve the pollution of this river, but you're solving one part of it.
Yes. So come, I'll show you.
So what part of Kanpur is this?
So we are in the eastern part of Kanpur, and this is a very famous temple. It's called Jageshwar Temple.
All right.
So now we take off our shoes here.
Okay. All right. When you started this idea, and you came to the first time, you said, hey, can I just take your flowers? And
it was actually very troublesome because they felt that what will I do with these flowers? Will I use them positively? Will I respect the flowers?
How did you then persuade them?
So I said to one priest, these flowers don't belong to you, they don't belong to me. These flowers belong to the gods.
It was God's will.
Yeah.
You can't go against God's will.
In the Hindu prayer, there's this line which says, Tera tujhko arpan. Whatever belongs to the gods is going back to the gods. Yeah. Come.
After you.
Come.
Do this?
Yes. Come.
What are they singing?
They're singing the belief in the story, that God. For us, it's like real manifestation of God over there. Praying for the well-being of a family, the planet, everything.
And all this is stuff they're giving to the gods?
Yes. These flowers have been offered to these gods. So similar thing happens in all the temples in India.
Yeah.
Depending upon the size of the temple, so this temple generates about 100 kgs of waste every single day. Yes. Now we'll collect the flowers.
So from out here, they basically dump it into
They
this?
dumped in here and we collect it from our bins and we take it to our unit where we process these flowers.
And this is, of course, not just flowers, it's also...
Yeah. So we first segregate all the waste material.
Once you go to the factory tomorrow, you wouldn't be able to realize that this is the same waste that you're seeing today.
No.
So come, I'll show you. You were asking me what happens to these flowers.
Wow.
This is the first entry point. These flowers will get sorted. This is less than a ton.
And then after that, it goes to...
These flowers will be now washed. So that removes most of the pesticide residues. Come.
Hello. Oh, wow.
So now, this is sorted marigold.
And it's drying now? Or
Yeah, it's drying now. This is the powdered marigold. You can smell.
Amazing.
So then, these are mixed with water to make a dough.
And this is basically what becomes incense?
Yes.
Hello. Nice to meet
Preeti.
you. Preeti? How do you make a stick? And show me how you do it. All right, okay, yeah, I'll come over. Oh.
Powder.
Powder here? And you make how many an hour?
She can make 800 sticks in 1 hour.
800? How long have you done this?
आप ये कितने साल से कर रहे हो?
7 साल.
What's great about this job?
सीखना.
Learning.
And what are you learning?
मैंने पैकिंग सीखी, प्रोडक्शन सीखा, कंप्यूटर सीखा और टीम लीड कर लेते. मैंने लोगों को काम सिखा लेते. पहले काम करते थे, अब करवाते हैं. यहाँ पे आने से बच्चों को हम ना नर्सिंग का कोर्स करा रहे हैं बेटी को और मकान भी बनवा लिया है. और खुद का प्लॉट भी ले लिया है कानपुर में भी और गांव में भी बनवा लिया है।
Well, amazing. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
हमें लगता नहीं कि वो भैया मालिक है, हम लोग मालिक।
She's saying he is not the owner, I am the owner. As of now, we employ around more than 750 people across our 6 locations. The thing that's closest to my heart is the choice of people that we've been able to employ. If they wouldn't be working over here, they would be doing menial jobs, cleaning drains or cleaning the streets. Earlier, they were being told that you are good for nothing. Now they are the ones who bring money to their families. And it is not just about financial livelihoods, but it is also about leading a life of dignity and respect. While we've started selling incense sticks have a limited market. And I felt that if you have to really solve the flower problem, I need products which have bigger market sizes.
Innovation needs curiosity as its spark. Just like we learned in Chicago, the most surprising solutions are hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered.
So here is the material.
Oh, this is very soft, huh?
Yeah.
This is actual
Fleather.
Flower and leather.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a really good business making incense.
Yes.
Why
So,
suddenly
in the
Fleather?
There was actually an unused flower pile.
Sure.
We observed a white layer.
Like fungi? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the touch of that particular layer, similar to leather. And can we replicate this phenomena into our labs, try to come up with a product that can give you leather-like material?
Right.
These are the dried petals.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the boiling is basically extracting the nutrients.
It's like a soup.
Yeah, it's like a soup in a way. We call it nutritional media. So first is with the flask, and second is with the tray. And we allow the flower petals also into the liquid.
Yeah.
This goes for sterilization.
Oh my God. All right, let's go.
Please come. So this is our culture, and this is the flask that we created outside.
Yeah, take this. Yeah, it really does remind me of Chicago.
I'll show you what it looks like once it's done.
Oh yeah.
It has grown. Can you smell the flowers?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This is all the fungi basically completely creating this, this new material.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
As the sheet gets out, it is generally treated in a tank like this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And this looks like a tanning place.
Yes. And I can let you touch it directly because this is not an hazardous chemical. So this red solution, it's derived from a certain vegetable bark, and you just make a solution and you keep the sheet dipped. Yeah.
And then after that, is it then drying time?
Yes.
Yeah.
One thing is seeing it and getting the idea. Another thing is executing. There's nothing like what you've done with the incense.
This is absolutely different, completely different.
It's like a different company.
Yes.
How close are you to being able to take this to
So
market?
we'll show you. We can't name the company on the camera. So it will be public. They're trying to do a fashion week in Milan. That is where they will launch their Fleather collection.
This massive brand is going to have products on the shelves.
This is one of the shoe sample from them. This is your size. We'll make you try this as well.
Wow.
Does it feel a little antique? We tried to make it something that can remind you of Game of Thrones.
When we go back to the origin story, right? Cleaning up the Ganges. One of the biggest polluters is the tanneries.
India almost supplies around 12.3% of the Earth's leather. So all the processing is done using tannins, which are then either put into the rivers or put into the ground, where it causes severe pollution. Leather would be a very big deal for the Ganges, reason being it's ultra sustainable. It's not sustainable, it's ultra sustainable.
And again, this was a beautiful coincidence. You looked in the corner, it was just moldy, and then acting on the impulse, going, hang on a second, we can do that. It's incredible. And now I'm standing in your shoes. Then, this is what we're talking about, right?
Yes. This must be a decoration, and this is fresh.
You pick up every day?
Yeah, 30 tons. 30 to
30 tons of flower petals. We'll keep it here. Could one imagine that you doing this with something so, on the surface, insignificant as flower petals make a positive difference, like cleaning up this river?
What we've been able to do is we've been able to set an example that you can make things out of waste. This is what I call a systemic change, because a lot of people want to feel that hope, yes, something can be done. But to be very honest, what drives me is the choice of people that we've been able to employ. Dignified livelihoods are rare that can bring a person out of the clutches of what they were doing. The same person who was earlier cleaning drains, now that very person is helping you clean the river Ganges, which is a goddess.
Yeah.
So the way you look at the person changes. The work that we're doing is not just about cleaning the waste, but also cleaning what our earlier generations have done. This changes the narrative.